Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot reading for Capricorn for the month of May 2019. Welcome, Capricorn. Let's hope May is wonderful for you, fellow or earth sign of Taurus. It's the second house, all that sort of earth energy, maintaining work, the everyday life, routine with Taurus. I just see it as a very grounding month, May, really, especially whilst we're in Taurus. Okay, energy around your reading for May is High Priestess. The beautiful High Priestess. So High Priestess signifies keeping your own counsel, Capricorn, this month. Magical things happen when the High Priestess appears. It's sort of, it's like a magical sort of mysterious journey you're about to go on. But it's very personal, so you've got to keep things to yourself. It's like that self-fulfilling prophecy. Sometimes you don't want to talk too much about a situation because you feel you might jinx it. But High Priestess, she's very much about keeping things to oneself for the meantime. Let's see what that's about, though. This is where you are right now. King of Wands. So when he comes, I call him the troubleshooter. He's Wands, so it's Wands is very much about movement. He's the top of the pile for the fire sign people. So he's like an innovator, he's an initiator, he's a person. He can come across quite arrogant as well at times, but actually he does know what he means. He's more like an international man of mystery, sort of. I like to see him as like the James Bond of the tarot. He's very dashing. Comes in and sort of really inspires people, but then, you know, like everybody and everything, there's another side to it too. So let's see what he's stirring up. He might be an interest, somebody that you've met that you just think, wow, he blows you out of the water. But he's on the move all the time, so he's one of those people, he comes in, he does what he has to do, and then he's got to go somewhere else. He's in need most of the time. So king, and it's all about consolidation of movement as well. So he could be a person from overseas that comes and goes. He could be anything, but it's a nice card to start with. What brought that on is the Queen of Cups, so that receptive energy. The complete opposite to the King of Wands. The Queen of Cups, she just sits back and listens. She digests things. She's not in a hurry, and she's also very much a person that will really, that's how she feels about something. So it's an interesting pairing already. You've got a king and a queen, a fire and water. A very powerful sort of combination, really. But remembering, High Priestess says, don't just keep it to yourself for a bit. Interesting, Capricorn. The background of this situation is Two of Swords. Stuck. What are you stuck with, Capricorn? It's like a bit of, it's not massively stuck. It's just that, shall I or shan't I? What will I do? I'm not sure what to do. If I do this, B won't happen, or B, it's just like you go round and round with this thought, but a decision has to be made. And given the fact that the High Priestess is your energy for the month, it's about you have to do it on your own as well. No amount of soliciting advice from other people is going to help you this time, Capricorn. This is very sort of much an individual strength sort of lesson for you guys in the month of May. Let's take a look at recent influences. King of Swords, the expert king. He's the mental clarity king. You'll often find him a lawyer or a barrister or someone like that, very agile mind, very, very, very smart, a very fierce competitor as well. But the flip side, he can be a bit manipulative too. He can sort of bring people around to his way of thinking. So whatever that means to you for this month, Capricorn, take heed of the King of Swords. And oftentimes, you know, if you need some sort of help legally, the King of Swords can come off as that sort of very highly specialised advisor that we go to try and get some mental clarity about a situation. But whatever he means to you, you just be aware if he's there as well. Either we consult with him or we sort of try and not really take what he says to heart, and we have to, once again, solve it ourselves this month, Capricorn. Let's have a look at the lesson. Four of Swords, so take a step back as well. Just take a step back. Very personal time this month for you, but just take that step back. Be observant of the situation. It's quite an interesting situation that we've got happening here. But yeah, definitely the lesson is, and the key to it is just not doing anything just yet. Just observe. Be receptive, as it said. Near future. And then we go Eight of Wands. Free-flowing energy coming in. Great card for a new relationship. Great card for travelling. A great card for no obstacles on the horizon for a bit. It's just that wonderful Eight of Wands. Very much Sagittarian card. So movement, very quick, fast movement. Things moving quickly. Great card in all. And personal power is always number 8. So it's good. What's happening that you're not realising? And you have the Sun. So the Yes card is there. The most powerful card in the pack of 78 cards. So it's your Yes card. So once again, you know, you're getting, it's sort of, there it is. There's no need to stress. There's no need to worry. This is sitting down here in the event that you don't consider. But it's there, and it's sort of that healing energy of the Sun as well. So it's great. So nothing to fear here, Capricorn. How others see you? Four of Wands. Yes, they see you as moving on up, ready, consolidated, what's coming next. Things very sorted. Happy home card as well. Things going really well for you. Movement, ready for bigger and better things. So great. No problems there either. Positive feelings. The Emperor. So there he is. Structure, discipline. A lot of male energy in this reading for May, Capricorn. So he's like the father card as well. So the only way you get to really, to the peak of success is that hard work and discipline, isn't it? Getting up, getting it done. With anything that you tackle, any challenge. Once again, you know, there's the duality of these cards too. It can be for positive, it can be for negative. But we all know ourselves what those things are. So we try and just focus on the positive side of the Emperor, which is sort of, yeah, very worldly card. It's about getting to where you want to be, doing really well. And you're feeling positive about this. So there's nothing to fear with the Emperor. It's just applying those disciplines to get where you want to go. The outcome. 10 of Coins. So there you are, ending the month with stability financial wise. Things going well, having enough money to do what you want to do. Everything's fine. Everything's sorted. And that, you know, finances and stability financially is a big plus for anybody. It's one of those things that we really all strive to get, don't we? And especially for Capricorns, because their whole mode of operation is about sort of moving on up. They're the goat. They like to sort of go higher and higher. And they are very hardworking and very driven individuals, Capricorn. So there you go, ending on a really nice note. I'm just going to pop a clarification card on this King of Swords here. And on that Two of Swords. So underneath the surface of the background of the situation, underneath the surface of the Two of Swords, we have the Knight of Wands. Yeah, so one can see why this has come about. Perhaps you're being indecisive because in he comes this Knight of Swords. Wand is very the Sagittarian energy again, which can be quite impulsive. So it comes in really fast and the movement's fast, and we just think, oh my God, you know, it's just moving too quickly. What do I do? What do I do? Is he going to stay? What's he going to do? But he changes directions of things as well. So if things have been slow and then he comes in, it's like an opportunity to move forward very quickly. But yeah, you can see why you're indecisive about it. But now we're going to have a look what's underneath this King of Swords. The Four of Cups. So yeah, definitely King of Swords. With the Four of Cups underneath, it's an emotional situation. So it's about, so just feeling flat. So, you know, really maybe using that mental agility and mental strength of the King of Swords to just see that you will get through this flat feeling of an emotional low. It's okay. It's going to come out in the wash anyway. So, you know, you might be feeling really, oh, you know, in despair about something because the emotional balloon has just burst. But just give it some time and some mental clarity and we'll see where you end up. But it looks good. So just now we will do your clarification card for the month of May, Capricorn. But just remember too, keeping it to yourself this month. You know, they often say a problem shared is a problem halved, but I think this month it's up to you and your own intuition to sort this one out. This month, the less said, the better. Okay, clarification card for Capricorn. Pure speech. Happiness comes when your words are pure, bringing about kindness and benefit to yourself and others. The words you use are like seeds you have chosen to plant in the garden of your heart and the world. You have the power to destroy yourself and poison the world around you. Or more importantly, you have the power to plant beautiful flowers. Interesting too, pure speech. So yeah, just keep that. Keep it to yourself until you really sort of work through this scenario this month, Capricorn, and then at the end of it you can actually say what it is, and you can know that it's been quite an interesting journey. So have a really great month. Thank you very much for listening to me at Atlanta Tarot, and I'll see you next month.